I think she had been lying there in that spot, and now she's over there. As I said earlier, under her bed she's got not one but two foam mats to keep her off the ground, and she's obviously concerned about the vegetation. You want to keep the vegetation warm, don't you? No, you stay there. Oh, there's no hope. You want to be out in the cold? It's cold out there, I see, but you're quite cosy, are you? No, you stay there. You stay there. I mean, you can come in here if you want to, but I mean, she's sort of, I'm saying stay there because I don't want her coming over here and pouring me. And this is what she dug up. That's her little piggy, little piggy mess where she buried her food. It's a frosty old night. I've left the door open, and we're doing okay with the door open. Good morning, everybody, by the way. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. She woke me up just after 3 because she wanted some water. And of course then I've been looking at my phone for half an hour, 45 minutes. Typical. And I've had a couple of cups of tea, but I'm gonna put my head back down again. But I haven't closed the door. It's about minus 2.5, give or take a bit. But I got a very warm sleeping bag. It looks like the weather's going to warm up a little bit tomorrow night or tomorrow and the next day, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to be in this sleeping bag when it gets, you know, extra warm, because this is a very cold weather sleeping bag. I was expecting it to be, well, I mean, it's cold today, so we're managing, but I was expecting it to be very, very cold the entire time. Well, good morning, everybody. It's a little bit warmer at the moment, comparatively speaking. I think it's probably above freezing. The tent has been dripping for the last half an hour or so. Oh wow, it really is above freezing. It's about 5 degrees. Although it is dropping now, so maybe, I think that had been right in the sun, so we'll put that kind of there. I don't think it's 5 degrees, because it's dropping a little bit, but then it's holding steady now. Yeah, it's about 5 degrees. Well, we got a nice little bit of sun just here. If you watch my Destin video, and I said, who sits up in the doorway with their legs out the door? So for the first time, probably in 10 or 11 years, I'm sitting upright with my feet out the door. I've had a tea and I'm really about to have my porridge, which is in there. It's 10:30. I had a bit of a funny night. I put my head down about 10:30, 11. The funny thing is, before, those of you that follow, before I came out to get sleep, and I slept better out, although maybe not perfectly, camping. But now I find that I, generally speaking, definitely sleep better at home, and probably don't sleep as well when I'm out, ironically. So I put my head down at about 10:30, 11. the woofer woke me up about 3 o'clock because she wanted water, and I did a little bit of video and it was about -2.5 or something like that. So I put water out for her. One of the difficult things is putting water out for Lassie and then trying to not let it freeze, because her bowl has frozen there. She was outside all night. I don't think she came in at all. She had a patch there, a patch here, and she just finds somewhere cozy to settle down. I think she's got such a thick coat that the frost kind of settles on her ears, but it doesn't really get below. And then of course, because she's, you know, like a furnace from the inside, she keeps most of the cold out. But she seemed oblivious to it last night. So that was that. Yeah, so the reason why I'm like this is I woke up at 3 o'clock and I couldn't fall asleep again. And in fact, I even finished off a film, Siberia, with Keanu Reeves. Him, Wick. So I finished that off. So by the time I put my head back down again, it was nearly 5. And even then I didn't nod off. I probably didn't nod off until 6. And then the next thing I knew, it must have been about 9:45. I think I heard water dripping on the cooker, and I think that disturbed me, but I wasn't about to move because I was like comatose. And then after a little while, I came to and I realised the time was nearly 10 o'clock. So, and it's now 10:30, and we've still not had breakfast yet, although it's made, and I've had 1 tea. So basically, all right, the temperature is coming down. It must have been right in the sun there. It's 2.9 now. I didn't think it was 6 degrees. So yeah, so I thought, okay, we really need to try and get a little bit of a move on. We're not going to go very far. The winds are going to pick up on the top. I really don't see the point in fog matching miles and miles. It's just pointless. This is as much just getting used to cold, although it's 2.7 now, not minus. So the temperatures haven't quite worked in how I wanted, but I've figured out a few things, and I've made a few notes of things. So it's been a worthwhile coldish weather trip as much as anything else. So we're going to walk about 3 or 4 kilometers up the valley. So realistically, as long as we're gone by 12 thereabouts, it'll only take an hour. It's the main trail. It's, you know, it's a really easy trail. And what I think my plan is to head up to Willie or Wiley, go and see someone's Willie. Ugh. I don't understand that, but anyway, we won't go down that road. We're going to head to Wiley's valley thing, and then we'll see if we can just see something around there. And like I said, it's only about 4 kilometers, you know, up that way. So it really isn't far. It'll only take an hour, if that really. I mean, it depends how fast or slow, but it really won't take long. I mean, maximum 2 hours, and probably less. And if I can't find anything there, the odds of someone being back here, you know, is all but 0, let's face it. So I'd rather try and find something up there. And then I think quite likely tomorrow evening we'll just come back here, because there was nothing down that way, nothing at all down there. And like I said, on the tops it's going to be 40-50 mile an hour winds, and I think the weather is going to change. It's nice now. When I looked earlier on, there's rain coming in. I think horrible heavy rain tomorrow. Tomorrow is not a very nice day. There's no signal when I'm down at ground level. There's no signal. But as long as I hold the phone up high. So basically today we've got sunshine, which we've got now, until, well, 2 or 3 o'clock. It's -2 on the tops. The winds at the moment are 22 up there, gusting up to 37. But this evening, 10 o'clock tonight up there, it's going to be 51 miles per hour, 57, 58. And that's tonight. I don't know what you can see, but so tonight it's gusting up to 58. And tomorrow morning, and pardon the French, tomorrow afternoon gusting into the 60s, 65 tomorrow. So, you know, it's just, we can't go up the top. I mean, would it be nice to have gone, even if we'd have just gone up one of these or something, but there's just no point. You know, if the weather's going to come in, what are we going to do up there? Nothing. And then tomorrow, unfortunately, from 11 o'clock, all day really, it's going to rain. So walking back here, which will be an interesting test, we'll be walking, you know, with rain. And Friday really doesn't look very nice either. Not quite so windy Friday, but really this is the weather now, this sunshine, and this evening will be pleasant, but then I think that it's going to, tomorrow really looks quite unpleasant tomorrow, which is a bit of a shame. We might get overnight snow up there actually, because it is going to snow tonight, and it is going to be cold tonight. So we might get some snow where we are, especially for a little bit further up the valley. We might get snow. But then, like I said, tomorrow it warms up on the tops. It warms up to 1 degree, and then it's rain. And Blencathra on Friday is 3 degrees up there, so it's warming up a little bit bizarrely. Strange, isn't it? Strange old weather. But yeah, so the trip hasn't quite panned out as I was thinking. I was hoping we'd be, you know, camping in snow and everything, but you know, when you're down south and you're not near this, it's not as if you can very easily just drop everything, you know, drop anchor and just run up. So anyway, I'm going to have my breakfast. It is what it is, and we'll deal with what we get. I'm going to have breakfast, and then we will reconvene. Oh well, we're walking now. I've taken my gloves off momentarily. I will try and do a video on gloves. Someone requested that the other day, so I'll maybe try and, you know, do like a Tony's understanding of gloves. Well, there's definitely a little bit more snow up here. This is Skiddaw House. I don't know where I would have camped. There's a lot of heather, maybe some bits over there. It's kind of more over there. There's some flat areas, but it's strange. I hear people, you know, come up here saying there's like, you know, tons and tons of places to camp on. When I look down there, all I can see is just like a ton of heather. I can't see anything, but quite probable there is something down there. I walked past a couple. They had ice axes with them. They weren't obviously carrying them. They were they were carrying them in their pack. So I stopped and chatted to them for a minute. They'd been up Great Scarfell and Little Scarfell, which is obviously not Scarfell Pike and such like, and they'd used their crampons up there. But I think this time we'll just keep it simple. As I say, apart from anything else, the weather's, if it had been calm, then I might have tried going up one of those, even if I came back down again, but I think we'll concentrate on camp, which I'm thinking is going to be hopefully in that valley over there, or maybe we can find something in the valley. This is Skiddaw House. It's strange to the only snow is on this path, and I didn't take a single photograph of camp yesterday. Oh dear. And I didn't do much video either. I think when it's I think we want to go down there, to be fair, but that's probably Skiddaw up over there somewhere or other. Hotel facilities, open plan, combined dining room, kitchen with stove, well equipped kitchen, 22 beds, 4 rooms. I won't read any more, my reading's pretty rubbish. Obviously if you want to read it, press pause. I haven't checked the map, but I'm very, very sure we go this way. I will talk and then I will check in a minute, but even, to be honest, even if we don't, we can go this way, because we just want to find somewhere to camp in the next hour or so. So just in one of these valleys, let's head through, let's head for that valley, because like I said, absolute worst case scenario, we just head back to where we were tonight. I mean, even if it got dark, we know where it is, we can't miss it. But, and it's not far from here. We've not even done 2 kilometers. We've not even done 2 kilometers and we're talking about finding camp already. Oh dear. Oh. I think my life is a life of relaxation and sleep. Yeah, I was going to, and I wanted to video packing up a bit, but one thing I hadn't really taken into account properly, and that's, I know everyone bangs on about their inners being very warm, Well, even when you don't have an inner, the shelter shelters you from outside, and you're packing away your stuff inside, and yes, it might be cold, but it's still sheltered. And it wasn't until I went outside that, and don't get me wrong, I mean, it wasn't, well, it was freezing. Well, it was, because there was ice on the ground, snow on the ground, and there definitely must have been some wind chill. But my hands suddenly went like really cold very quickly, and I thought, I just need to get there. I just need to pack everything away and get walking, you know. I think for me, as I've mentioned before, the filming of it is kind of like a subsidiary, is like a subsidiary of being out here. I think many people now who are doing YouTube, I think they come out to film. Whereas I come out just because I want to come out for the walking and the exercise and the camping. And then, you know, I enjoy the filming of it as well. But I don't come out to film. I mean, it's just pointless me trying to be these other big YouTubers who come out and do all the fancy editing and, you know, all this fancy stuff and that fancy stuff, and I just can't do it. You know, one, I don't think I have the particular desire as such at the moment. I don't think I ever have, really. I think it's more, like I said, I think I just come out and then I kind of like sort of think, oh, I know, let's film now. We'll say we'll do something, rather than planning ahead. I think the really good ones, the really good channels, or the popular ones, as Sandy mentioned in one of his videos recently, Wiltshireman, I think the really popular ones, the ones that do well, they make a story out of the trip. So the trip has like a beginning, a middle and an end, and there's usually something going on in it. Sometimes there's a calamity that happens that draws people in. And I mean, like I said, I could have gone up the top yesterday and done a completely out of my depth video, but frankly, I think it would have been more dangerous than anything else. And I don't see the point of putting myself in undue danger just for a few views. It's just not. And it wouldn't have been any fun, you know. I would have been up there thinking, oh, what the do I do? No, I'd rather just relax, have zero pressure and stress from thinking, oh, I need to film this for this. Or if I don't film this, people aren't going to watch. I must admit, everyone seems to love, everyone loves the winter. Oh. I know you tend to get more bugs and things in the summer, like spring and summer, but give me a nice spring, give me a nice spring day any day.